Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This is Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story, y'all. And this situation takes place in Level 5 Camp, Ware State Prison in Waycross, Georgia. And this is for those who choose to get tattoos when you come into the prison system. And this is a thing. A lot of people get tattoos. Some people get bored and get tattoos if they got a tattoo as artist as a roommate, or they're gang affiliated. They just want to start getting tatted up, or they couldn't afford it outside in the streets, so they get loaded up. I'm talking about scarred all the way up, face tats, everything. And they have some real good artists in there too. Some real fire artists. I'm talking about super fire, real talented. But me, I was in the annex right down the street from the main jail, and I ran into this dude, man. This dude named Hook. And it's because he had a hooked arm, or whatever type of arm, you know what I'm saying? He just had a hooked arm. His arm stayed hooked, and they gave him the name Hook because of that. And I noticed Hook would play around. He played around in the dorm a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I watched him do some tattoos on certain white dudes or whatever like that. And I was like, yo, he kind of fire with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait and see if he mess up on any of his tattoos before I really just tap in with him. And he was like 30-0. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I thought it was a good time. I had extra food in one box, and then I just went to the store again for the whole thing. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna fall off in his little cut and talk to Hook. And I told him like, yo, I want this little sexy little chick, you know what I'm saying, with some flames going around her and stuff like that, wrapped around her whole body, but have her like exposed, like naked or whatever, but just put flames over her areas or whatever. Like, this is what I was thinking, just for the back of my arm, you know what I'm saying, to cover up the back of my arm to go with the rest of my tattoo. He was like, alright. He putting together the needle, the gun, making sure it's sterile. He getting everything together, and I'm watching him, you know what I'm saying. And he actually had a picture of plenty chicks, you know what I'm saying, nice little tattoo chicks. So I'm looking at it, and I picked one. And boy, I think that was one of the worst mistakes that I made, dealing with Hook alone. Not just the tattoo artists, because from that point, I only let lifers tattoo on my body. As they explain different stories, they tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? So all my tattoos are actually from lifers inside the chain gang. But I had this dude, you know what I'm saying, tattooing on me. And I'm like this, so I can't see what he got going on. I just feel the pain. I'm talking, I'm listening to music, I'm doing all the above while he going ahead and putting it together. And this dude knew that I was Muslim. He knew at the time that I was Muslim. He knew it very, very, very well. But he chose in his mind to think it was a good idea to have this lady on me, stuff covering up just like I asked him. But this lady was behind a cross. And he made the cross big as I don't know what. That was the most visible thing about my whole tattoo. It was this big cross, this Christian cross that he put on there, emulating that I'm with this cross, or I wanted that on me. And I did not want nothing like that on my body. And this here to this day, I still have it. Yo, when he was done, or an officer had came in, matter of fact, and he had to put stuff up, he throwing stuff places or whatever like that, and we just chilling in the cut trying to be normal. And when the officer, he looking around, he kind of suspicious, but we chilling. I know we was looking stupid, awkward, but he kept on pushing anyway. And I was like, yo, let me see your mirror or whatever. We got these little box mirrors or whatever. So I'm looking at it, and when I'm looking, I was like, hold up. So I'm going up and down my arm. Yo, when I saw this cross. I flung this man's mirror, got up. I was like, you gonna put a mirror on me? I said, yo, you gonna put a cross on me, man? A cross? I was like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I like put my hands on. He like, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? This art, this, that. I was like, yo, man, I don't want no cross, nigga. I was like, yo, I need my fade. And he kept talking like, nah, bro, nah. I was like, yo, I need my fade. You just wasted my money. You put a tattoo on me that I did not want. I know I probably should have told him more into depth, like, this is what I don't want, this is what I don't want, but he has common sense to know. So, well, I told him, come on, let's go towards the back or whatever, and then he started going, like he was ready to fight. Yeah, I stole off on that man before we even got back there, man. Hit that, bow. I started hitting me, boom, boom, boom. People yelling, making all this noise, and that's what they do over there in the annex. They just yell and get the cops involved ASAP. And they see me hooking off on this man while he trying to ball up and try to get himself together so he can try to fight back. I wasn't even allowing it to happen. You know what I'm saying? They came, they lock us both up. And they had the nerve, like once we got to the main side, they split us up. Then they put me in the cell. Then they told me to go to the back of the wall. They put this dummy right in the cell with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, don't bring him in the cell. And they be like, oh, ain't no space, boom, boom. If y'all gonna fight, y'all just gonna keep on doing it anyway. So we ain't worried about it. Look. And they putting him in the cell. So I'm thinking like, yo, so they either want me to kill this man or keep fighting until we dead tired in the cell. Yo, I sit down. He come in to my, yo, boss, yo, bro. I like, yo, I ain't your boss, man. He like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Man, I'm saying, like, they be letting me do whatever on these tattoos. I thought that it was good to do so. And I was like, bro, you put a cross on my arm. I was like, yo, matter of fact, let me fall back. I'm gonna lay down. And I laid there, knowing he wasn't gonna touch me. I laid there and I went to sleep. But I was so bothered by this tattoo, bro. I was hoping when I wake up, I look at it, I'll feel good. Try to shake this man's hand and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I got up, it was chow time. I'm sitting up there eating because he done said, yo, bro, yo, chow, wake me up. I go, I start eating. And I look at my arm. I was like, man, fuck that, man. I put my tray behind. I was like, yo, man, boom, boom, boom. I start hitting this boy. And then when I'm trying to hold him down, I hear some yelling in the dorm. I'm talking about somebody like, yo, help. And he wasn't making a sound. He was just getting duffed out. Like we in there straightening our issue. You know what I'm saying? We getting our straightening in here. Well, I was getting mine because I was mad as I don't know what. That I hear somebody yelling loud as I don't know what inside a couple cells down from us. And what was taking place, like, because I done eased up. I was like, yo, I'm going to ease up on here. Like, come on, bro. I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to swing. You know what I'm saying? Just let me go. And I ease up off of him, but I'm looking at him while I'm inching to the back because I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? I was just pounding on this man. You know what I'm saying? Giving him that work. Boom. So I done pushed up off of him. I go towards the door. And I'm listening. I was like, yo. Sound like somebody getting poured out. I was like, yo, sit over there, sit by the table, whatever, man. Sit by the table. So, boom, I push my flap down because my flap was loose. I push it, and that thing go down. And I start looking, trying to see what door is coming from. Then I see a door rattling, you know what I'm saying, across the hall. Somebody saying, yo, help. And there's somebody getting poured out by their cellmate, man. And this is why I tell y'all, yo, don't come to prison for any reason, because you can mess around and go into the hole and get a situation that you do not want to be in at all. Yo, he was having a disagreement just how I was having a disagreement, and this is what was taking place with this man right here, y'all. If y'all can see that, he had no way out. Dude just dropped his tool and everything out the door. You know what I'm saying? He done poured this man out, ready to give up, but the officers just ready to spray them both all in the cell and then figure it out later. This is why I'm telling y'all, yo, don't go to prison, cause this can easily happen to you.
The monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought was all good fun. Up goes the weasel, all around the mulberry bush. The monkey chased the weasel. The monkey fell down and nobody saw. Up goes the weasel.